welcome back to the channel where the art is always random and so am I. Today I'm drawing Wolverine, who plays Hugh Jackman, who plays Nick Bannister, with his friend Emily Watts, who is a nostalgia doctor who operate machines on people and their memories and their brains and their past living moments and blah 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 blah. So anyways, the movie takes place in the future. The shore cities are underwater and basically people are living in skyscrapers or giant buildings where, you know, they won't drown and are using boats to get around, sort of like the city of Venice or Venus, whatever it is in Italiano. The actual location doesn't make a difference besides making it more gloomy, and it looks pretty different, I guess, and cool. It's kind of like the faraway shots make everything look really, really cool. But like I said, in the end of the day, it doesn't matter what disaster actually happened there, because at the end of the day, it's just still the movie goes on. Even if it was snow or rain or whatever it was, it doesn't really make a difference. So anyways, so Wolverine, we're gonna call him the rest of the movie. His real name is Nick Bannister. I'm gonna just call him Wolverine because at this point Hugh Jackman is no longer Hugh Jackman. Everybody knows him as Wolverine. Anyway, so Wolverine and Watts, his doctor friend, whatever they are, they're not even actual doctors, they just work on the machines, but anyway, they just call them nostalgia doctors. They work in a business where people get into the machines to relive old memories, and that's about it for the machines. They basically relive the most realistic version of the memory, and they feel like they're actually in it, and so on. So yeah, it kind of becomes an addiction for them, where they go to relive the same exact moments over and over and over and over and over and over. Let's say they love somebody and they passed away, so they'll purposely throw themselves back in the machine so they could feel like the person's still alive, which makes sense. But at the end of the day, it becomes an addiction, like I said, and they do it way often. Instead of reliving anything else, they just do the same thing over and over. Anyway, so one day some female lady walks into the place and is looking for keys. She wants to use the machine to find them, so Wolverine accepts to do so and helps her find them and ends up liking her and dating her for some time. So yeah, he kind of was like, oh, she looked good, let me try to bag her real quick by letting her use the machine. One day she just happens, you know, they're dating for a few months, like I said, they're dating, everything's going fine, everything seems normal, and then one day she just randomly disappears from his life. Instead of being like, oh, she just dubbed me and left me, he's like, no, there has to be something wrong. So this is where like the whole movie takes place. Little by little, he starts going crazy, looking for her, doesn't care, he starts acting reckless, and that's kind of where the movie is. It's kind of like one of those noir movies. You've probably watched a TV show where they go back in time or whatever in like the 60s, 50s, wherever this took place, and they're all like in attire for like detectives, then there's background, there's commentary, and they're all wearing like the fedoras or whatever, then the detective hats with like a trench coat. Almost every single TV show I've watched has something along the line of that, where they have like a whole season of this. In my particular, like, it's not really for me. It is cool at times, but I remember watching the one show with called Archer. The show was really, really cool. It picked up, but then when it got there, it kind of like completely made me stop watching the show, just because of how like we've seen it done many, many times, and it's just kind of like a crime thing where he tries to go find the love of his life, or he tries to go save his partner, or figure out who killed him or killed her, or if she's still alive. But yeah, you know, detectives, random flashbacks, commentary over it, whatever. Anyways, overall, the movie wasn't as horrible as some people might say, but I feel like they could have done a lot better job with the character build-up. Most of the time, I didn't care enough for them, and they also made this, like, so many names and so many random people popping up that made me care less and less. And yeah, overall, the movie wasn't horrible. I give it a 6.7 Kanye's out of 10. I don't recommend you go out of your way to watch the movie, but if one day they stream it again on like HBO Max or Netflix or whatever, and you don't have anything to do, I guess it's a good way to kill time, but I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it, like I said. That's all I really have to say for this movie. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. My name is Addis187. Like the video, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out. See?